Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Boyd Waldron, and in this video we're going to be having an inbox review of Great Wall Hobbies U.S. Air Force F-15E. Really nice kit. It is in 1/72nd scale, which is rather cool. Box art looking also very good, showing off a couple of markings. Maybe the box could have been a bit bigger, because I mean it is sort of squashing that down a little bit, but apart from that, not too bad. Now this kit was brand new, tooled in 2017, so you know, a fairly new mold going on, and it's only around about £25. So for a jet 1/72nd scale brand new mold, it's not a bad price. So first off, looking inside here, as you can see, it is really sort of packed in here, maybe a little bit too packed, but we do have really nice packaging. As you can see, a lot of the stuff is nicely separately wrapped, right? Loads and loads of plastic in there. We've got our instructions and everything at the bottom, and then we've got like a nice bit here for all our decals. So let's get started. I probably won't get out all the sprues because don't want to bore you with everything. I mean, you can pretty much find out what a kit's going to be like by showing just a couple of the main sprues. So just getting out a blade. Oh, we don't need a blade. It's one of these where it just peels nicely back. So this is going to show us a nice bit of main surface detail. Just this nice top bit, just here. So if we bring you right in, hopefully what you could see, and this is 1/72nd scale, remember, but the surface detail on here is pretty sublime. The recessed panel lines are, they do look in scale, they're not over the top, they're nice, very crisp, as you can see. But then we've got this new sort of trend that's been happening over the couple of years with modeling, is these really sort of nice tiny rivets, as you can just see in there, all them lovely rivets going on, and it really does sort of bring that out, and it's going to take a wash. Lovely. The other side, no real sort of big deal there. Moving along with some more sprues, we've got another sort of big one here with all the surface detail. Alright, we've got the underside of our fuselage. As you can see, again, same absolutely gorgeous surface detail on this, and as it wraps around, we still see those recessed panel lines. They don't fade or anything like that. In the wheel wells, as you can see, you know, there is a fair bit of detail going on in there also, which is rather cool. A couple of other pieces here. We've got some engine exhaust detail. I haven't saw the instructions yet to see how these go together, but you could see that sort of, because the F-15s, they do have this lovely sort of exhaust detail on there, and you can just see it's being represented nicely on this kit. As well as you've got the air intakes also, and again, lovely surface detail going on with them. Let's just skip a couple of bags, maybe. Then we have this nice big sprue here. Again, we've got more surface detail going on with this, but we've got all sorts of little bits and bobs going on here. We've got the front fuselage section here. If we turn this over, you will see that we do have some detail going on, some cockpit detail just there. All right, for not bad for 1/72nd. Looks like we're even going to have some radome system going on as well. I haven't seen the instructions yet, but I'm seeing the pieces there for it. We've got our pylons, which, as you could see, lovely detail on the pylons also just there. Moving along, what else have we got here? Oh, we've got some seats and stuff in here, so we'll get this one open. Right. So here we have, here's our ejector seat. as you can see. We've seen sort of like raised rivets on here with bits of wiring and stuff, which is cool. 2 parts, and then we've got the seat section here. We've shown off some actual seat belts there, and seen ripples ish in the fabric. The back of the ejection seat, that's looking well detailed also. We've got our exhaust sort of cans here, the rest of them same level of detail there, and this is like a double sprue going on here as well, so nothing to note for the second one. We've actually got in this sprue bag here, we have got the actual whole cockpit area in here, which has got all sorts of detail, all sorts of dials. We've got buttons, right, all sorts of loads of detail going on around there, more sort of cockpit detail. The cockpit detail is looking really good, and then we've got some instrument display panels. As you could see, we've got all that sort of lovely buttons and stuff, and then the big sort of screens. The screens are blank. Hopefully we'll have some decals for them, which would be a nice little touch there. On this one, we've got some landing gear detail. I mean, this whole kit really, I mean, we've got really no flash going on at all. I'll turn this over. Okay, I've just noticed some ejector pin marks on the landing gears just here. I'm seeing one right there. Let's go to something a bit more finer. Got ejector pin mark there, maybe one there. Even on this one, we've got one just here also. It's a bit of a shame because this kit was really sort of going there. I mean, it's still good. I mean, it's only just a couple of ejector pin marks, but that is something you're going to want to be sorting out potentially. Even the air brake system, if you have it open, you've got all this sort of lovely kind of like rib work detail going on in there, so that's going to look rather cool. And just our nose just there. Then we have as I say, I'm not going to get these all out. I mean, we've got a bunch of fuel tanks in this bag. It looks like about 2 fuel tanks, some bombs. In this bag we've got like a whole bunch of all sorts of weapons and stuff. Looks like some free fall bombs, quite a few of them, LGBs, all that good stuff. And then in this one, it looks like we've got the air-to-air stuff, so we've got like sidewinders and stuff. Got a nice couple of them. So nice array of weapons. Then we have our clear canopy section, so we want to check this out, which is quite nice because for the packaging they gave us this extra sort of almost like a bit of sellotape-ish. Well, it's not sellotape, it's like some static film or something. And if we just pull that back, I mean, looking at that, as you can see, it's looking very crystal clear. We do have that usual seam line that runs right over the top. It's very sort of faint, but it is there. So you're going to have to sort of take care of that, but nice packaging for that. Then let's just jump into some instructions now. Instructions, what we've got what is you know, sort of good quality paper, but it does look like it's in black and white, and it's a bit of a mess here a little bit. Okay, so it's almost as if they haven't like hole punch like put stapled it down or something, but here we have the actual putting our cockpit section together. It looks pretty sort of standard and, you know, fairly easy to follow. Now this paper's rather thick. No, it's not. Hold on, here we go. Okay, these instructions are pretty confusing. As you can see, I've only just opened this up, but we've got this first part of the instructions, which then shows the front part of our fuselage section, putting the cockpit together. As you can see, yes, we do have an option to have the nose cone off and show off some radome. We've then got, as we move this along, bringing sort of like the wing sections together and the bottom of the fuselage, and we've got the exhaust, pretty sort of standard at the moment. Then we turn this over and we start to bring it all together. Now normally on these types of builds, it's this area here where we've got these two big sort of air intakes, and you bring the nose section into the main body. Potential fit issues there. I haven't fitted this kit, but you know, normally with this type of design, you're gonna potentially have some fit issues there, and bringing on these air intakes, potential sort of just like gaps. You've just got to maybe spend a bit of time maybe filling, sanding, that kind of stuff. Just there, right? Okay, gear up style assembly and gear down style assembly. So you've got another set of repeat instructions which kind of show you if you're going to have your gear down style assembly. Already, you know, these instructions, I think you want to sort of go through them a bit carefully, because as you can already see, it's a little bit confusing, but yeah, moving along, everything else seems pretty good. It looks like we can have our ailerons and stuff and flaps and whatnot sort of in a different position, which is also good. Right, turn this over. We've got all these different weapons pylons, which is really quite cool about the F-15E. Is all this sort of, it beefs up with loads and loads of weapons. Then it shows off the weapons just here, and then we've got another sheet that we fold out which shows more weapons and how to bring them together, and I do believe the colours and all that cool stuff. Then it sort of shows you a bit of a weapons configuration and a nice couple of weapons configurations. So rather cool how it shows how you can have these different styles, and as you can see, you can have a lot of weapons with this, which is rather cool. Then it starts showing, I do believe this is like starting to put decals down, right? Oof. Yes, as you can see, it is rather confusing. I think there's a correction sheet over here as well, and then this is just showing you what sprues and everything that come with it. Very confusing. Really sort of need to study that. And then we get this nice coloured version, and as you can see, it's showing corrections, and we've also got another one here which does seem to show the markings and stuff. So the corrections, there's quite a few sort of corrections that they're doing with this. So I mean, the kit looks amazing. Great recessed panel line, surface details, gorgeous and everything. The fit may be good or not, I don't know, but these instructions with these corrections going on, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. And then the correcting the weapons loadout, yeah, it's a bit of a mess, so just make sure you study them. The markings, we have some like stencil work just here. On this side, we seem to have options for like at least a good 6 different sort of markings on here. We've got sort of like the nice teeth. Oh, is it 6 or is it just 3? And then it's, oh yeah, one's left and one's right. Okay, so you've got 3. And actually the painting guide and markings are from Ammo as well, which is also a nice little touch for them to get all their sort of nice accuracy colours and stuff going on there. So then we come to our decals. Sorry I didn't show everything in this kit, but you know, it does sort of drag on when you've got a nice kit like this, because there is so much to actually get through. So what we've got is what looks to be, let me just get this out of the bag, is 3 lots of decal sheets. And have they put more corrections in here? It does look so. So yeah, we've got a correction set of decals here, which is kind of annoying how they're really sort of messing this up. But let's take a look at this now. These are made in China, so I'm not sure how good these are, but they don't feel like too thick or too thin. So just try out a couple of different decaling solutions, see which one works the best. But yeah, you can see the print nicely, everything seems in registry, the colours look good. The small writing, is hard to make out, but then it is 1/72 scale, it is a bit hard to see all them. And then as you can see with this little one here, it sort of corrects them. Well, I mean, as much as there is like correction sheets in here and everything, at least they are correcting it and not sort of just leaving it, I suppose. But then, as you can see, we have the decals for the cockpit section, so you can do the whole cockpit section. Kind of, I mean, me personally, if I was to do, I'd paint the cockpit section. I'd probably cut out the actual displays and decal them down, not put the whole things down. If you put the whole things down, it's probably better if you like sand out all the detail, but it's up to you. But these are the stencils, and again, they look just the same as the others. So that is the whole kit, and it's impressive, and then it's a little bit disappointing in some ways. I think it's worth it. I mean, 25 quid, it's Great Wall Hobbies, a nice new company, they're doing rather good, brand new build, fantastic surface detail, loads of weapons, hardly any flash, little bit of a ejector pin mark in the odd places, no big deal. I know the instructions look a little bit confusing, but I suppose once you sat down and really sort of studied them, you'll get there in the end, and the decals look good also. So it's definitely a big thumbs up and a well recommended kit by Great Wall Hobbies. So until next time, my name is Bobby Ward, and this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.